Hey, what's going on? What's going on? I'm out here skiing in Wyoming for my birthday, and as you can see, it's just amazing. This is literally the definition of freedom. I'm super happy to be here. You know, one thing that I've been thinking about, especially recently, I know that a lot of people are stuck, especially right now with what's going on in the world. A lot of people are stuck. A lot of people are relying on governments, their jobs, basically everybody else except themselves, other than themselves. And people want to start an online business. People want to do something with their life. They want to, everybody wants to achieve freedom. Everybody wants to achieve wealth and success. And coming from somebody who has been through the journey, who started with nothing, and who is literally like the living embodiment of the internet success or lifestyle, I can tell you that all it takes is the refusal to remain stuck. Seriously, you just have to one day make a decision that you will get rich, you will achieve success, you will achieve wealth, happiness, success, abundance, everything. It's all possible for you. It really is. I mean, it really is. I used to think that you had to work a 9-to-5 job, and when I started to realize that no, you didn't have to do that, and I started to tell my friends about it, I would tell my friends, like, why are you going to go and commit to a life of a 9-to-5 job where you can barely afford to pay your bills, even if you're making 6 figures? We all know 6 figures nowadays is like nothing. It's nothing, right? You really definitely can't do things like this. I'm literally in the #1 place to ski in the United States right now, Jackson Hole, Wyoming. I'm staying at the best resort here, the most expensive resort, the Four Seasons. It's just absolutely incredible. Room service, everything. I just get whatever I want. I'm here with a good friend of mine, and we're just loving life. We're enjoying. And it's really all because one day I made a decision, and I told myself, that's it. I'm done. I am going to achieve success. I am going to get rich. I am going to achieve greatness and happiness in my life. And that's it. There were no ifs and no buts. And as simple as that sounds, as stupid as that sounds almost, if you one day make that decision and you live your life based on that decision, everything will fall into place for you, because you're going to be pushed to take the necessary action to actually make that come true for yourself. One of my favorite quotes of all time, and it really describes most people nowadays: the massive men live lives of quiet desperation. This is a quote by, I believe it was Henry David Thoreau. And so what that quote talks about, basically, it says that the massive men, they want to be rich and they want to achieve success and happiness. Everybody wants these things. However, 99% of people live lives of quiet desperation. They can't do things like this on a whim. I literally booked this trip 5 days ago. So I'm spending about 5 days here, and I flew us out, and basically with the hotel, with everything, this is basically like a $10,000 or $15,000 trip, something absolutely unheard of for my family, for myself growing up. Usually people would never even think about spending that much money, because obviously they can't. But once you make that decision, and once you start taking those actions that will take you towards success, 15K is going to be like whatever, you can make it back. You have financial confidence now. And it's not even about making it back. Like 15K, I'm happy to spend $25,000 on an amazing vacation. Like, I am happy. It's what I like to do. And that's the entire point of achieving your freedom lifeline. I always talk about achieving your freedom lifeline in my videos. Every single person has a freedom lifeline. They have a business that's waiting for them to start, most likely an online business, something online, probably maybe e-commerce, maybe not, but I highly recommend e-commerce. I think it's the best business to start today. I have tons of videos on this topic, but I know for a fact that you have a freedom lifeline waiting for you, just like I did. For myself, it was, it took a lot of searching. I had to just get on this journey. I had to, I describe all of this in my How to Make Your First Million Mindset course, which is available for free on my YouTube channel. You should definitely check that out. It's incredibly powerful. And so for me, I didn't know what I would exactly be doing a few years down the line when I started. I started entrepreneurship a few years ago. I really got into it. But as I made the decision, I took the necessary steps that followed after, everything fell into place. I launched my first e-commerce business. I started my YouTube channel. I released one of the best Amazon and Shopify courses in the world. Probably, if not the best, I think it's the best. We have tons of successful students, super happy about that. A team of amazing people. In hindsight is 2020. It all made sense. But, looking forward from that point, I didn't know what lied in front. All I had to do was take the steps, and taking the steps is the hard part. Most people, they don't want to take risk in their life, and that avoidance of risk is really what will prevent you from achieving the success that you want and that you really deserve, once you actually build a business and once you actually, put your work into the right avenue towards your freedom lifeline. Most people, they've worked their entire lives and they've put an effort into things, into like a 9-to-5 that doesn't really benefit them, into things that are totally not aligned with their, like what they actually want to be doing with their life, right? So it's so important to realize that we all have a freedom lifeline where we are, we have our business. You're making thousands of dollars a day, millions of dollars a year, at least 6 figures. Some people don't want millions, right? But I think most of you, definitely making your first million is a goal that everybody should strive for. So once you get on your journey, once you make the decision to actually, refuse to settle for mediocrity, and you just make a decision, I'm going to get rich no matter what, and that's it. And you really believe that decision, like you really believe that what you said there. Like most people, they'll get on the journey, they're super excited for the first 2 months, 3 months, and they're like, yeah, whatever. Maybe this is not meant for me after all. Maybe success is not found in this lifeline for me, or in this lifetime for me. And that's just a load of BS. It's not true. It's not true. You are the stories that you tell yourself in your head every single day. If every day you think I'm pretty, well, I'm pretty. If every day you're saying I'm ugly, well, you're ugly. If you think you're the greatest person in the world, you're the greatest person in the world. Because reality is just a mirror lens of your thoughts. That's all it is. That's all it is. And there's tons of evidence for this. I mean, of course, you can read this in a tremendous amount of books like The Secret and Think and Grow Rich, and but it's not just that. There's like evidence for it in the Bible and in all these other books and in history that thoughts really do become things. An extraordinary life will require an extraordinary story. And whenever obstacles and hardships are encountered along your lifeline towards that, towards that success that you're looking for, those are just simply points in your story along your journey. It's just things that you have to do. You have to get through to achieve success. So, even if you see there's so many obstacles and you're just thinking, I'm stuck, I'm in debt, because I was in debt. I was $40,000 in college debt. I refused. Society was telling me, you're going to get a job and you're going to go and pay off that damn debt for the rest of your life, just like everybody else. And I had $40,000, which would have taken, 20 years at my bank job, right? So I told myself, no, I knew deep inside that if I make this decision, if I take the action required, if I believe in myself, I knew that I one day would get to the point where I would just be able to pay off that debt like it's nothing in a single payment. And so I never made any payments towards that debt, like only interest. And once I actually started really making money, like making millions of dollars a year, that's when, I took 40K of that money, plugged the debt, boom, beam, bam, boom, done. I'm sure the person at the bank, they saw that. They're like, this guy is 22, at the time I was 22. This guy's 22, he just paid off 40K of debt in one payment, right? So that's what's possible when you actually have the courage to get on your journey and you don't waste your time.